Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Welcome, Andy. Welcome, Paroli. And welcome, Dushan. How are we all? Is everyone okay? Everyone having a nice time? What's happening? That's better. What's happening here? Welcome, P.O. Benson. How are you? Juro, Adam D. What's happening, everyone? How is everyone? Everyone having a good time? I thought tonight we could talk about perfume for a change. That would be nice. Dushan is wearing Opium Parfum, EDT, from 1977. I have that. Haven't worn my opiums this year. Just been wearing other stuff, but fuck me, it's so opulent. It really is a proper resinous beast. Welcome, Stephen. Thank you for your email. I responded. I enjoyed that little tidbit. I just wish it was a bit. I just wish there was a bit more of it, to be honest. Oh, Boz, welcome. Deva. Adam, Opium is a stunning perfume. It is a stunning perfume. One of the stunningest. If you take away all the stuff around it, and you just smell it for what it is, it's amazing. Oh, I wore. What did I wear? Today I wore Lone Star Memories, and I got a compliment. And they asked what it was, and it was difficult because I was like, it's called Lone Star Memories. Saab Replay, thank you very much. You are too kind. You are too good to me, mate. I really appreciate it. Saab has donated or bought me a coffee. Thank you. The website doesn't let you say thank you anymore. The coffee website. Don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'm going to the auction house tomorrow because they have some kind of like silver and watch auction. I'm not going to buy anything from there. I'm just going for a bit peer, a bit look, because you can actually look at the watches, you know, which is amazing. Oh. Oh. Amber Rousse. Really nice. What is everybody's scent of the day? Dushan says I wore leather shot by Olfactive Studio in the morning. Ramsey will like it. Auction? I can see you had an auction, definitely, says Boss. Yeah, it's amazing. I love going to the auction. It's dead fun. Welcome, Germs. Germs is wearing Feeling Agile. Feeling Agile is a top perfume. I love it. It's fantastic. You know? It's like Arso's like it from Profumum Roma, but I think Feeling Agile's just got something It's got that X factor, hasn't it? It's got that bit extra, that little bit different. Excuse me whilst I cough. Adam D is wearing Dior Intense. I haven't worn Dior Intense for a long time. Scent of the day is Leatherwood. Only got a D, can't say it's MJ. That is a shame. It's pretty amazing. Where is our lovely Audrey Jane? She is probably off living her life, doing some kind of whatever it is that Audrey Jane does. Pradeep is on the moon. Commenting from the moon. How is the moon? Somebody left a comment on my moon unboxing video, and they said to me, "Why did you sell it?" And I was like, "Well, Amber Woods is why I sold it. They're fucking awful." Usyk or Fury? Who do you think wins, Fury? I think Fury wins. Pradeep, the moon is a small step for Frederick Moore, but a giant leap for Pradeep. Oh. Don't really have a topic for tonight. RP Rental says scent of the day is Perfect Oud by Misenseer. That is Alberto Marias' brand. I don't know if I've smelled that one. I'll be honest, when I smelled his brand, I wasn't very impressed. I thought they were all a bit Alberto Marias-y. Do you know what I mean? They were just a bit... There was nothing in there like Gucci Guilty Absolute. You know? Like nothing. So I was shook. You know? Oh, I think I'm going to need a shave soon. I've got a hairy face. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Seatbelts and jackets smell of it. Seatbelts and jackets. Pradeep does videos. Shut up, that's great. His channel is called Scent Zatura. I dropped the link in a previous video and I can't remember which one it was. Pradeep will be able to link his own video, his own channel, because he has a wrench. And when you have a wrench, you can drop links. I need to send a sample of Nexin to my friend Claire, Smurfy girl. She's been on holiday and had a good time. Apparently, Les Santas has 10% off tomorrow for Black Friday. So, if there's anyone there who wants to smell or buy anything from Les Santas, 10% off tomorrow. I kind of think they could have done a little bit better for Black Friday, but I think Black Friday's not really a thing, is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not really like a holiday. It's a commercial holiday. Well, I suppose Christmas is a commercial holiday now, isn't it? Fucking mental. Christmas is just a slow day. In my opinion, don't really care for Christmas. A dessert of the night, blueberry pie. I had sweet and sour chicken I had sweet and sour chicken for my tea, and it was eh. It was a bit meh. Wasn't really that bothered about it. I don't like white rice. I think white rice is shite. I like brown rice, you know. I much prefer brown rice, but that's life. That's life. I'm just gonna put this. What did I wear today? Lone Star Memories. I was gonna play some Red Dead Redemption, and then I just didn't. To be honest with you, I just didn't. So that's a shame. I should have, but I didn't. I don't know what I'll wear tomorrow. Perhaps I'll wear the night again. I still haven't found my bottle, but then I still haven't looked. I'm still exploring the Cartier Purdue from Decant. It's quickly taking up my top 10 spot. It has some similarities with Bois d'Argent, mostly the milky aspect. Nice. Manly Sense, good evening. How are you? Are you okay? What is your scent of the day? Your box has arrived, Ducker. Ah, my box. Thank you very much. I am looking forward to my box. We all love a good box. Pozdrav. Finally, I found a seller who has Chanel's Clear the Russie EDT from the 80s. That will not be cheap. Halston Catalyst, says Manly Sense. Halston Catalyst. I haven't smelled that. Who was it? Jonathan today I was talking to him in the chat, and he mentioned a fragrance by Nautica. And what was it called? What was it called? I overpaid for a vintage Creameresque. I think I'm done for the year. They are expensive. They are expensive, painfully expensive, the vintages. I think the modern Creameresque's all right, actually. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Chose Amber Nargile as my scent of the day at the turkey table, says Supply and Demand. That would go well for, was it Latitude? No, it wasn't Latitude. I'm sure it began with a C. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where is that? Where is it? Because he was talking to me about Nautica competition. Nautica competition. He said it's very similar to like my relationship with Hilfiger, Tommy for Men. Simply in that it's not the world's greatest scent, but I love it. You know, and I do love it. It's class. Excuse me. Bit of a cough, but yeah, I got exactly what he meant. I got exactly what he meant. It was one of those, excuse me, sorry, it's one of those scents that like it's just from a time in your life that you'd never want to be without that smell. You know, I really like, oh, hold on to me Hilfiger, me Tommy for Men forever. The made in Switzerland version of Hilfiger for Men though. Hold on a second, the made in Switzerland Hilfiger cologne. Pass. It's got the blue writing. Has it got the blue writing on or the white writing? I think it's the white writing. Welcome RXL, how are you? I have the Nautica competition and the yellow bottle. It's good. I think it's men who wore cologne in the 90s. Maybe even in the... I don't know when it came out. But it's definitely one of them ones from a certain time. We've all got them. You know what I mean? Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren reminds me of being a teenager and certain girls at school. You know? Bilbo says, hope everyone gets a chance to sneak away to smoke a joint before dinner. Supply and Demand says, I smoked 3. Swiss is the deep vintage. Is it really? Is it really? That's an outrageous statement. I need to smell Tommy Hilfiger. Is it good? Or a memory type scent? It's good. I mean, it's like an apple pie sort of fragrance, you know? It's warm and it's fresh. It's like cinnamon, and it was when Alberto Morillas was in his prime. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to check now. I'm going to have to check whether mine's a Swiss-made one. Fucking Manly senses give us a complex about it. All right, let's see what we can do. You're going on the floor, friends. Sorry about this. Please enjoy my psychedelic carpet. There it is. That carpet is straight out of the fucking 19-somethings. Maybe even the fucking 18-somethings. It's definitely got that look about it. That is not cologne spray eau de toilette. That's not even the one that we were talking about. Oh, it's so good though. My God. Like fresh apple pie type thing. Where's the vintage one then? You know, you're struggling when you've lost your vintage ones. Where is it? Da 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 da. Sorry, that was on in the shop earlier today, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I used to listen to a bit of Annie Lennox by proxy, because my sister used to listen to her when we were youth. Where the fuck have I put this Tommy Hilfiger then? I've got so many fragrances, it's outrageous. It's literally outrageous. I wish you could see what I could see. I mean, you can, but... Oh, is that it? No. It's a vintage Chanel instead. Is it in here? Yes. Yes, it is. Where are you? Oh, shit. So, here we have it, my friends. Tommy Hilfiger. Toiletries. Cologne spray. Tester not for resale. Tester not for resale. Made in the USA. No, it's not. Damn it. Damn it, Manly Sense. You have spoiled my day. You're outrageous, man. Oh, well. Oh, shit. But it is an older bottle, and it really does smell that way. Sorry if you've just come in and I've subjected you to something similar to what the American Army did to its soldiers after Vietnam. That was psychedelic torture. It's an American Pie type fragrance. Yes, it is. Welcome, Kratos. Polo Blue, once I smell. It brings me back to my school days. Yep. End up pulling the trigger with Chipmunk from Zoologist. Also got 8 samples. That's quite good. These Black Friday perfume sales suck. I think name and raise prices to go with their discounts. Yes. Martin Hendricks, welcome. How are you? You are wearing Tobacco Taboo. How's that? Happy Family Day, everyone. Scent of the day, Amber Rousse Parfum d'Empire. This Amber Rousse. Long beard as well. Those 2 strips have been there for months. Yes, everything else gets clean. I kind of just skirt around them. You know what I mean? I'm considering them part of the decor now. You know? I like Hoover and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I can't Hoover them up. They'll clog the Hoover, so I go around them. But they end up just staying there by proxy. Like, I've said that twice now. By proxy. Oh my god. Fetish. I've dropped a bollock. And do the drapes match the carpet? Kind of. It's 1970s Cold Rich. They want their carpet back and they can't have it. And they can't have it. It's mine. Uh-oh, you better not say that out loud here, JTS. A niche snob. Just hit this is. I like Leighton too. Parfum de Marley Leighton today. Welcome, JTS. How does Tilda Swinton smell, sorry. I mean the Aldo. And I say I've never sniffed her seat. I'm not sure I'd want to be honest. Not my type. She's too skinny. What's the name of that Annie Lennox you were humming? Must Be an Angel. Da 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 da. Fucking great album that. Walking on Broken Glass. Is that a bottle of Patchouli Magnetic I see on the table? That is a beast. It is a bottle of Patchouli Magnetic you see on the table, and it is a beast. I would never sniff any girl's seat ever. Period. Oh God, period. Oh dear. That's a good reason not to smell any girl's seat. It's not a niche snob chat. We're just not into balls. Fun de Marley. Have you tried Aventus Absolute? Yes. It smells like a Cedrat Boisé clone. It's shit. It's shit. I won't lie. If you're paying top dollar for that, you're a silly, silly sausage. But it's your money. You can do what you want with it. Overpriced shit. Absolutely overpriced shit. Creed have seen the aftermarket. Hysteria and madness surrounding Aventus batches, and they have gone for it. You know? People will buy the new Aventus because they need to buy something. People will buy the new Aventus for a lot of reasons, and all of them will almost certainly be wrong. So much more for it, just to be classified as a tobacco scent, getting quite some floral green and animalic touches. Glorious, says Martin Hendricks, who is enjoying his Tobacco Taboo. Who makes Tobacco Taboo? Is it a Parfum d'Empire? I think DJ talked about it. DJ really likes it, like, you know. Read Hype and Limited Edition has sheep wait in line. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. Creeds are like Rolexes. They're a status symbol. You know? You see somebody wearing a Rolex, they're trying to say something without talking. You know? They're trying to express something. Something very specific. Something very... It's hype. It's marketing. And it's not the best of anything. Creed used to use some of the best materials with some of the best blending. Now they don't. Is Absolute well received? Hell, I even saw a review a month after. What? It's It's absolutely well received. I don't know if it's been well received by anyone. I don't know if I don't know if anybody's hyping it the way that Aventus was hyped. For what price did you get your 250ml Beaudejeu, Duck? So, interesting story. I got my Beaudejeu 250ml, right, for about, I think it was about £250. Might have even been a bit less, because it was when the signature bottles came out and they had reduced the decanter, right? They'd reduced the decanter down to the same price per mil as the signature. And I was like, oh, how much is that altogether? She was like 250 quid. I was like, fuck off. I was like, that's cheap as chips for a Tom Ford fucking private blend. She was like, yeah, no, they've matched the price mil for mil. Like, they've basically put it at the same price to get rid of it. I was like, hold my fucking beak. I'll be back in a minute. And I went to I think I went to the car, or I went home and I got some money. Did I have my card with us? God knows. I had to say to her, look, I'll leave you with like some money. Don't sell it. She was like, no. She was like, I won't sell it. Just come back and buy it. And I was like, you will sell it if somebody comes and asks for it. But she put it in the cupboard, so nobody did. So I got a bottle of Beaudejeu. It's fucking fantastic. Do you know what it is? I really get major differences between the vintage and the signature one now. Oh, it's so good. The lavender in this is the same lavender that they use in music for a while. It's that fucking crisp, razor sharp, white shirt, starchy lavender. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Like, the texture and the smell of it's glorious. It really is a fucking awesome fucking version. They use the same lavender in the signature one, but they don't use the same patchouli. They use amber woods in the signature version, which absolutely ruins the perfume for me. Those fucking amber woods will be the end of me. I swear to God, they're awful. Amazing price. Love me some Beaudejeu, says Martin Hendricks. It is fabulous. Like, it is really very, very good. Damn, that's good. I'm buying one for about 476 USD. I think that's a good enough deal. I would take that. Like, for what you're getting 250ml, right? You're getting 250ml, and you're getting a superior quality product of the signature line. You know, I don't know what the signature one is in dollars, but I think you'll spend more money on worse perfume. You know what I mean? It's a hell of a lot of money, but if you've got it and you can afford it and you're not going to end up sleeping on the floor, you know, do it. The only Tom Ford I want is purple patchouli. It's screechy, but that's why I love it. Hope they bring it back. Probably won't. No, I wouldn't have thought so. Some people have over 1,000. 1,000 what? What does a person with over 300 bottles of perfume? What does a person with over 300 bottles of perfume trying to convey? The thing is that I don't carry them with us places. And unless somebody asks and gets right amongst it, like, somebody complimented me on Lone Star Memories today. It's like a fucking absolutely wild, like, absolutely insane. I was like, they were like, oh, you smell lovely. And I was like, what? No, they didn't say you smell lovely. They said you smell amazing. They were like, fucking hell, that smells absolutely amazing. And I was like, you fucking what? And they were like, that's you. And I was like, what? I was like, well, it is me, because you're looking at me. And they were like, that smells absolutely fucking amazing. Like, what is it? And I was like, I had to tell them it was Lone Star Memories by Andy Tower. That was not an easy fucking explanation to make in the wild. You know what I mean? They were like, who the fuck's Andy Tower? I've never heard of this. They were like, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of Lone Star Memories. It looked like I had two fucking heads when I told them. because they were expecting like Dior or fucking Tom Ford or something. And I had to fucking tell them that they were like, they got their phone out. So I assume they wrote it down. Maybe I've just introduced somebody to like the whole world of perfume now. Rich, what's your favourite place to hang out with friends in Newcastle? I don't drink anymore. We used to go to this place called Gotham City, which was opposite the train station, which was a horrible little shithole. It was awful, but it was brilliant for us. There's the Goose up at the top. They're pubs, restaurants and stuff usually now, or just go and chill in different places. You can go to cafes and stuff like that. Lots of good places. Great. Also, I need to get samples of Tower. They should be widely available. Welcome, Erin V. How are you? Duck did have some turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, etc. Just don't eat duck. Well, don't eat me. You need duck, just not me. And don't tell me about it, or I'll get upset. Fico Diamalfi by Aqua de Palma is on sale here. Should I get it in? 150ml. It's a lot of Fico Diamalfi, but that means you can spray as much as you fucking want, which you need to with Fico Diamalfi because it's a weak sauce. You know, it's not cheap. Like, it's not cheap at all. Is this Tower by Nexon? Nexon by Tower. I am going to post it to my friend Smurfy Girly. Oh no. She's been on holiday. I'm waiting for her to get back. I've waited for her to get back because I didn't want it to get sent and then fucking. Anyone a fan of Jeroboam Goza? Never heard of it. Oh. Just tell them it was Blood of Chanel, says West Nude. No. The duck and the goose. Turducken. Welcome, Zhao. How are you? Kratos, it's $146 at Fragrance Buy for 150ml. It's a lot of fragrance and not a lot of money. Well, I mean, it is a lot of money, but... Welcome, Divine. How are you? Ooh, the maracuya. Did you get those Amouage samples, man? I wore Jubilation 40 yesterday, DR40 earlier today, so I take it doesn't last. I take it doesn't last all day and all night. Then talking about Fico Diamalfi by ADP, Mitch. Yeah, I know what it is. Lune Feline. Zhao was wearing Lune Feline. Is Lune Feline the vanilla one? The ambery vanilla one. Paroli says fragrance buyers stop trying with their prices. It's basically retail now. Yeah. What can I say? I found myself disappointed with Jubilation 240. I like what they did with the profile, but J40 performance is just as bad as J25. Oh no! João Pinto, my favourite football player from my childhood. João Pinto. João Pinto, João Pinto, João Pinto. Was he Porto? Or was he Sporting Lisbon? I know who João Pinto is. I just can't remember who he played for. Benfica and Sporting. Got you. Fico Diamalfi is the best from that blue line. I've got Mandolo di Sicilia. I think that's really nice. So, what did you think of Diaman? Dear 40, Divine. You've told us what you think of Jubilation 40. What do you think of what do you think of Dear 50? Dear 40, I beg your pardon. Loon Feline is one of the few nice influencer frags, says Pradeep. Pradeep's been taken in by the influencers. Oh no. Pradeep wants to become an influencer. I was teasing him about this the other day. Pradeep's going to become an influencer. Talking about making top 10 after top 10. DR40 was basic. It smells soapy, clean, aldehydic, standard sheep profile. Relative to Dear Woman, it has 0 rose. I think it's for the die-hard vintage girl on or die people. Die-hard vintage girl on or die. Yes, probably has joined the dark side. That's right. He's got his own channel. He's making videos. His channel is called Center Zatura. Drop the link once again. Pradeep. Go and subscribe to Pradeep. He's made some good videos so far, actually. Excuse me whilst I eye for it. To offer you an image on what you can expect from Jubilation 40, Sebastian was right with Camphorous. J40 opens like Juby 25, Camphorous woody aromatic tones, seeing comparisons to Sergiton's Fila Nagil. That can't be a bad thing. That's a great fragrance. Be right back, need a coffee. Yes, I'll be right back. I need to dehydrate. Friends, it's that time. If you would like to like the stream, please do. Don't let me stop you. I won't be here to stop you because I'm going to the bathroom. Give me a few minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. Listen out for that crazy fucking tickling sound that Pradeep was talking about the other day. I heard it. Nick S left a timestamp on the previous stream, and he was like, "Listen," and then I listened and I could hear it. It was like a little maraca. It's crazy. Whoa, it's me. I've got a task to do tomorrow. It's making us ill. I've got to give me mum a large, well, not a large amount of money, but I've got to give her money. And I don't particularly want to, but such is life. Divine says I'm looking at a €1,500 bill for Black Friday. Goodness me! I hope you. So I hope. How much are you saving? If you're going to spend €1,500, right? How much of a saving are you making? Papa Femo, welcome. Just noticed Neiman has no Killian, so that's probably for the best. In the dry down, it is the beer rum note that gives it a more adult feeling of Jubilation 25. Original J25 has that sweet fruity tone, and J40 that pot smells of a realistic alcohol tone. I haven't tried anything yet by Atelier des Eaux I really liked. Just a couple okay scents. I had the Iris one, and I can't remember for the life of us what it's called. Iris Fauve. Remember Cascade Scents? Cascade Scents was really big on it. Iris Fauve, and it had this rubbery mushroom kind of vibe. You know what I mean? And I was like, settle down, rubbery mushroom. What's going on here? Hello, Pat Lester. You're wearing Vinny Havana. I've been tempted to wear that all week. Weather's been really windy here. And for some reason, I made this kind of logical connection in my brain, which is very unlike me. And I thought, my leather jacket, I've got a leather jacket. My leather jacket is really good in the wind, right? It's really good for dealing with the wind. You don't get too cold, you don't get too hot, you don't feel the wind. Leather's really good for like the leather, the leather item, you know. Hide is really good for wind. And so I think to myself, what's the best kind? Because you can get, vetiver's really good in the rain as a perfume note, bergamot and lemon and lime and all of that's really good in the heat. And because I thought my leather jacket was good in the wind, I've decided that leather fragrances are really good in the wind now. So, I mean, yesterday I wore my vintage derby. Today I wore Lone Star Memories, 2 big leathers. And I got a compliment on Lone Star Memories. That is absolutely baffling. Duck's hiding a salsa band under his bed. Yeah. I will have to look up Divine on Parfumo. You are niche only. I will look you up, send you a message and say hi. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Let's have a look. Let's go to Parfumo. I like Parfumo. Parfumo is better than Fragrantica in my opinion. I've got to be honest, I've come right round to it. And that's the influence of... that is the influence of Ramsey and others, to be fair, the European crowd. How the hell do you search for users on Parfumo? Can anybody tell us? I bought my friend a bottle of Everlasting. Users, yes, I found you. I see you. Niche only. Hold on. How do I send you a message? There it is. You'll know it's me. Just give us a second. Where are we? Rubber Duck. Fragrantica is now for whining, bitching and bombing. I've got many ducks near where I live. None of them are me. Not enough, says Divine, a mixture of 20 and 30%. So that's 25%. So you've saved like €500, ish. That's not that bad. you know? And prices only ever go up. Discounters aren't discounting anymore. Fucking, when you buy a perfume these days at retail and they give you 20% off, you're paying the prices that were there in 2022. So last year's prices, essentially. It's kind of strange. Best thing I bought were Nikes and Jordans from the Nike Black Friday sale. Very good discounts. I haven't even looked. Like, there's nothing I can think of that I'd want, you know? Amouages are too dense and cloying for my taste. That's why I don't mind ISOE. Like something transparent and light that lasts all day. If that's what you like, why don't you get a bottle of ISOE? You can just get like a bottle of ISOE super that you can just spray. My friend does it. I gave her my one and then she went and bought one of her own. She was fucking loving it. It's not just ISOE, it's like diluted in spraying alcohol. But she absolutely fucking raved about it, like. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Fuck no, I just swallowed my tongue. The gold flakes from that house that got me on my ears, shining. I have Iris Fauve on my wish list, but I don't plan to buy it at the moment. Have other priorities, fragrance related, of course, says Zhao. Rich music for a while. Scale of 1 to 10. 7. 7, I really like it. I got Sizzly Eau de Campagna, love it. Says, oops, I need to just... Sizzly Eau de Campagna, love it. Doesn't really last on my skin. Excuse me. Type that name into the search bar. Yeah, that's what I did and it worked. Iris Fauve has been on the list for a long time, says Martin. But even with 30% off, never pulled the trigger on it. I love the smell of mudder. What's mudder? Women would like to smell mudder here. My current basket, the House of Oud, Crop 2023. Xerjoff Astral, Xerjoff Empyrean, Nishane Wulong Cha, Electimus, Akia Absolute, Maison Crevelli's Oud Maracuya, across 4 sites. Craigie. Aritzia has a great sale right now, says Paroli. I need to get a news to bring down that price on Fahrenheit 32. I want it so bad. It's really nice. It's really nice, but I wouldn't pay big money for it. I sold mine. And I wore it at the time, actually, would you believe? When it came out, I thought it was really nice then, but it's really vanillic. Like, you've got to like vanilla. I think I may buy an ISOE Super Frag booster on Black Friday. Serge Luton's got 25% off. I'm having an issue on Parfumo deal, actually. I paid €285, including shipping for a 200ml bottle of Guerlain's Bois d'Harmonie. The seller is from Germany, and she made a mistake on my address. Uh-oh. I wish Neil Vermeer was discounted somewhere. I am thinking if I get back from the auction tomorrow, I'm going to whip open them fucking Neil Vermeers. I'm very interested. I've also got those Isabella Larignon samples as well. I've got her 3 perfumes from Saint Celier. So I might try them. Probably not at the same time. My favourite Amouage is Lyric Man by far, was my scent of the day today. Thought an 8 at least, says Pulp of Femo. Only 7? Yeah, I like to be stringent. There's a lot of stuff that you would think would be higher that I rate as a 7. There's a lot of stuff you would think 7's about average for me. 5, 6 is about average, I should say, probably. 7's good. 8's great. 9's legendary, and 10's Balenciaga pour on. You know, there are fewer and fewer in each bracket as they go up. I would like to think I don't own anything I would list below a 4, you know. But most of the stuff I've got is going to be like 5, 6, 7. Most of the stuff I own and wear is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9 is rarefied air. 10 only Balenciaga Pour Homme. Not only Balenciaga Pour Homme, maybe there's a couple of other fragrances, but nothing. Like, you've got to make it special, you know what I mean? You've got to make the top one special. You've got to make it hard. It's got to be hard to be the best. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? It's like giving people medals for fucking taking part. You know what I mean? That's all well and fucking good, but there's got to be, like, to be the best, to be at the very top, you've got to be the best. And it's all subjective anyway, so you can do whatever you want with your marking system, but I'm just telling you what I do with mine. If anybody wants, Introspection has Nishane 30% off. I wish Neil Vermeer was discounted somewhere. I'm scared I'm going to end up spending a fucking fortune on them from what people are saying. I mean, we wait and see. You never know. I might think they're all shit. To be the best, you have to beat the best. Woo! That's right. To be the man, you have to beat the man. So, of course, the package was returned to her, and now I'm asking her for a refund, but she's claiming that I received the package when I showed her all the evidence that I haven't received it. Oh, dear. What did you pay with? Did you pay with PayPal? I only had hassles with sellers on Parfumo. They're all German who have no idea how to ship internationally. Still the best site by a country mile, though. I had a good experience, thanks to Pradeep, where a lady from, well, to be fair, she was Swiss to, she went to Germany to post to France, who then posted to me. Thank you, Pradeep. Has anybody heard from Natalia, by the way? Natalia, like, I've emailed her a couple of times asking if she's okay, and she's never got back to us. I'm worried about her. Evening, Stuart Mabe, how are you? Nice list. I was eyeing the Crevelli Oud myself. Hate that Serge Vuitton sales consistently exclude the bell jars. Oh, some 8s and 9s, 10 only Balenciaga Pour Homme Insanity. Back with a hot cup, says Kratos. Zhao, from which city in Germany is she? Dushan threatening to go over there. Sebastian, me having lots of young blokes over at the studio, says Brody. Oh dear. Good for him if that's what he's into. To be the best. Woo! You have to be the best to beat the best. I want to go to Ireland, maybe Scotland, but Dublin has a pretty good boxing show happening this Saturday. Something absolutely terrible happened in Dublin today. Some fucking bloke went and stabbed some children and then stabbed a woman as well. Fucking horrible. Rich, what do you think of Sauvage Elixir? I am tempted getting 100 mil. I didn't know they did 100 mil. I thought it was just 60s. It's the least offensive, is probably the best thing I could say about it. It's got a syrupy, thick lavender in it, which is quite strangely attractive, but it's not something I would ever get involved with. I have to be honest, it's not my thing whatsoever. It can only be one. Hugo Boss number 1. Stuart Mabe, welcome. Lipstick Bohemian, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving to those who are interested in such turkey behaviour. If you're into turkey games, good for you. I'm happy for you. Have a nice day. Don't drink too much. Zhao, did you pay with PayPal? Because they'll sort it out. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I've never smelled a Serge Luton, says Supply and Demand. Dear Barbara, you've got a lot of You've got a lot coming. You've got a lot of interesting things to smell. Excuse me. Yes, I paid through PayPal. I wrote the purpose of the purchase, but I think I am fucked. I already made a claim on PayPal, but I guess it won't. Well, they're really good, PayPal, you know. PayPal are really, really good as long as you've got the evidence and everything that you didn't receive the goods and it got returned to us. So I never had any issues before, and I already bought and sold a few on Parfum. I guess there was a first time for everything. I like the elixir as it lasts long and have nothing that smells like it, says Kratos. It's, if you like it, that's the main thing. I know I keep saying this, but it really is your money and your business. I mean, I can sit here and tell you that I think something's shit till I'm blue in the face, and I will, you know, I will. But if you like it, you don't need my fucking blessing to buy something. Although I will say, Sauvage Elixir is the least offensive of the lot. You know, I would always encourage people to make their own minds up about things and be secure in your own opinion. You know, as I am secure in mine. Somebody came along and said Balenciaga Pour Homme was shit. I would accept it. I mean, I'd be calling the fucking mental asylums to try and boot them a room because clearly they were fucking mental. But apart from that, you know, crack on. Oh, yes, I like the Cure. Lipstick Bohemian looks like Agneta from ABBA. I've smelled Serge Lutens and model Serge Lutens is straight mid, says Divine. They used to be so. Do you know what it is with Serge Luton? Me and Fliss were having this conversation. Serge Luton was such an innovator, like as a brand, that was so innovative, that was so different, that was so ahead of their time. They've influenced so many brands. Other brands have come along, and it's that thing that happens. If you are first, you are never the best at what you do. You're usually just first. So other people come along and they grow up. They grow up in the light of your creativity, and they just take what you do and they just perfect it. They make it better. And there are lots and lots of brands who have taken what Serge Lutens does and done it better. And it's terrible. It's as terrible as it feels to say that. It's true, you know. They're not who they were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Other brands have overtaken them. And I would say that a lot of that could be ascribed to the fact Serge Lutens not involved anymore. I'm not doing lines. I am not doing lines. I am using my inhaler. Oh, dear Barbara. Selling is so much hassle compared to buying. Absolutely, because you've got to be shit hot right on top of it. That was not a bong, it's an inhaler. Thank you, Manly Sense, Keith, you rascal. Do you know, there was a time when that would have been a bong, and that's probably why my chest is in the state it's in. PayPal will side with you if the tracking info shows a return. They just take ages. Don't you like Ambra Mythique or Ambra Prechot? Ambra Prechot. Ambra Prechot lipstick, Bohemian. The new elixir could have or should have been called Lavender Absolute or something like that. I think they put it under the Sauvage umbrella for sales. Probably, yeah. I have a ton of stuff to sell, but I'm scared of the eBay buyers and scammers. Bastards. I've usually had good luck. There's been one or two people who have been absolute bastards. Absolute bastards. There was a guy who bought my Queer Intense, and he basically just wanted to smell it, and he was like, oh, the bottle's not the same as the one in the shop. I was like, I know, I told you before you bought it, it was being repackaged. The new one's like see-through. This one's opaque. And he was like, nah, fuck, I don't want it back. It's fake. I was like, you're fucking fake. And then he fucking laughed. And I was like, you're a cunt. So I blocked him. I was like, of course you can have your money back. I was like, send me my bottle. You can have your money back. And I was like, I weighed it before I gave you it. I hadn't fucking weighed it before I gave him it. Rich might know about refunds with PayPal, friends and family. You've less chance. It's harder. It's harder, but you will get your money back as long as you wrote on the thing what it was for and left a fucking paper trail. But it's like it's the know, you know what I mean? The know that people aren't trying to fucking pay their fucking fees. I did give them the C word. I give lots of people the fucking C word. Don't act like a cunt if you don't want to be called a cunt. Do you know what I mean? It's very simple, in my opinion. After the inventor, there is going to be a power grab. It'll be bloody. After the inventor? Shibra Azural is beautiful, says Lipstick Bohemian. Do you like, Les and Demodables? So I need to get through these. Selling tons of samples on eBay this weekend, say supply and demand. Oh, I get that, Rich. I listen to many and they rave about a scent. I try. I don't like it. We all like what we like. Absolutely. I like how lots of different people come here and talk about loads of different perfumes, you know, because then you get a more informed decision, a rounder kind of thing, you know. Like there are people in here talking to each other about fucking fragrances that other people have never heard of, and people are like, oh, I'll try that. And then you hear like 3 or 4 weeks later, fuck no, I tried that. It's like my favourite fragrance now. Joe, just get onto them and stay onto them. Get onto PayPal. Get onto the assistant on PayPal. Or you can ring them. I always found they were really good. To be fair. They're really good for buyers. Oh. Where are we? So mine isn't in the EU either. Hello, chat. Welcome, Andre. I'm unsure about how PayPal works. Selling is so much hassle compared to buying. Yes, it is. That's my main concern. I paid friends and family. Yeah, you should be fine. If it shows that she got it back, she hasn't really got a fucking leg to stand on. Like, she's got the goods. It doesn't matter if you sent it back. It shows that it's been returned to her. You know, she's got the goods and the money. You want the money back. Or she could send the fucking parcel back out again at no extra cost. Bad cow. You know what I'm saying? And get in touch with Parfumo as well. Get them told. See, oh, it was indeed beautiful. You know, I've never been to Cluj-Napoca, but I will. So far, my Cluj were a good side in the Champions League about 10 years, best part of 10 years ago anyway. Martin says, so far my cart contains a Sarah Carnal flower and Shibra Azural. Taking a night of sleep before pulling the trigger. Probably a good idea. Have a think about it. Because I think you definitely can get like caught up in the moment. Like, and you're like, oh, fuck no, I'm really game. And you build yourself up into an excited state. And you're like, yes, this is happening. I'm excited. This is amazing. And then you pull the trigger. The money's gone. And you're like, cool, now we wait, you know? And then it comes and you're very excited when it arrives and you've got it to look forward to, and then you get it, and then the next thing you know, it's on to the next one. Oh, yeah, I beg your pardon. Where are we? Yeah, if I hear something new, I look into it. Yes. I love Vanille Havana, just have a sample, but I really want a full bottle. See if any of the brands are doing. A Black Friday. Get in touch. Keep an eye on your favourite brand's website. You know? I wouldn't mind actually getting a couple of backups of Les and Demodabla because I've got a horrible feeling they're going to put their prices up at some point. Not that I'm encouraging it. Rose de Jamal is beautiful, but you've got to love Rose. I love the Rose and the mint in it. Oriental Velours is beautiful. Vanilla Van's obviously stunning. Ambra Supreme. I don't know that I'd buy another Ambra Supreme. Would I? Would I buy another Patchouli Noisette? I'm not sure. John Hurt is great, says Buzz. I'm still staying, Duchamp. Vagabond Prince, Stuart Maber's wearing it. Yeah, it's fabulous. I love it. You could definitely wear it this time of year as well, can't you? It's got that green, evergreen forest kind of thing going on, you know? That deep, thick green. Georgie Hadji, Dan Petrescu, Florian Ryan. Great press. Georgie Popescu. What was it? Georgie Popescu played for Barcelona. A fucking very good player. That 1994 team were absolutely brilliant. Throwing one man short Oud Edition into the cart to reach the free shipping amount. The Oud Edition isn't bad. I wouldn't mind smelling the. Oh, fuck me, what's it called? The Emerald version. Has anyone smelled the Emerald version? Really good. I've never seen a deal on Les and Demodable. Do you live in Britain? The pickle and Rose de Jamal put me off. Nah, I love it. Silly to put pickle in that. It was far too pretty though. But I mean, it was a risk. But I love Rose de Jamal. It's amazing. Nadia was the greatest. Perfect 10. Ran the numbers on my current Black Friday buys. 5 bottles for €1,250. If I can get a Crivelli code 6 for 1,430. If I can get 100ml of Annie 7 for 1,650. Run the numbers again, right? And tell us how much you're saving exactly. Ambra Supreme is awful on my skin, says Scented Moments. That is a shame. I bought a Scallon Indonesia from Senselia because nobody had it in the US. Senselia might do you 10% off on Les and Demodable. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Giga Popescu. Was it not Georgie Popescu? Jeremy Fragrance's new fragrance is going to be a rose. The best rose, he says. He talks with his fucking arse. There's a nice fucking arse from his elbow at the minute. He's a fucking... I don't want to say. I'm going to slander him. Yes, almost got to the semi-finals. They did get to the semi... Was that Bulgaria? Am I thinking of Bulgaria with Hristo Stoichkov? Yeah, first wearing it today, still working it out, says Stuart. Yes, he played for Barcelona. He did. He played for Barcelona under Bobby Robson. Bobby Robson, who is born not 20 miles from where I live. Ambra Supreme and Vanilla Van are the only ones I liked, says Brody. 94 Hadji was another level. He was a very, very, very good player. We were so close. I keep telling people we would have had a chance at the final if we reached the semis. Marius Lakatos, also a great striker. Did he play? Davor Shooter. Giga Popescu. Mousse de Sables, Vanilla Van and Oriental Velours are my favourites, says Andre, but I enjoyed them all. The colognes, yeah, the colognes are fabulous. Stoichkov was some fucking player. Frank, welcome to you. You are wearing Bois d'Argent, one of the scents of the century. Oh, pardon me. I'm very curious to try the colognes from Les and Demodable. Thanks to Rich, of course. Honestly, mate, they're absolutely immense. They're absolutely incredible. Shuker, Prozineski, Prosinecki, sorry, Croatian football has been top. Croatians have always, I love players from that part of the world. They're just really technical and like I love the way they play. You know, the Croatians, the Croatians have always produced a fucking good player. The Romanians, the fucking the Serbians, what used to be the Yugoslavians, you know, like Siniša Mihajlovic and stuff like that. A Yugoslavian team that wasn't Yugoslavia, it was Red Star Belgrade when they won the European Cup. That was a hell of a fucking side as well, that, you know. Dear Barbara. Mario Stanic was a good player. Which cologne should I get first? Both. Both. They're amazing. Transylvania from Kalaj is great. Also Panther Fangs and Carmen. Bulgaria were fourth and Romania went out on penalties against Sweden in the quarterfinal. Rich, could you recommend a couple of... Was that when Roy Hodgson was the Swedish manager? No, he was Switzerland manager. Sorry. Shame it's impossible to find original bottles of the Tom Ford Private Blends. Gold label Oud Wood is impossible to find. Yeah, people aren't going to let that shit go. Rich, could you recommend a couple of parfums to MPF fragrances looking to get into the house? Yes. I bought a bottle of Amber Rousse, so try that. And also Vetiver Bourbon I thought was really nice. But I have a playlist. If you go into my playlists, you will see a Parfum d'Empire playlist where I've got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 videos where I go through them all. But Vetiver Bourbon I thought was really nice, although it was a bit like Fat Electrician. And Amber Rousse, although there were other ones. Which cologne is ambergris based? It's Escalon Indonesia. Escalon Hades Vetiver, and Escalon Indonesia is the other one, the ambergris one. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, it would be appreciated greatly. I met the perfumer of Toscavat. He also has some great perfumes. Inexcusable Evil is very artistic. You know, I've heard of that. I've heard of Inexcusable Evil before. Have I committed inexcusable evil? Possibly. The Serbians are terrific players, but it seems a lot of them have talent but no head. Yes, I would agree with that. You look at fucking Mitrovic, who used to play for Newcastle. His head was just... He just loved food too much, and I don't know. Some deep tickling going on, says Brody. Are you hearing some tickling, son? Let's have a look. Schwartz, yes, he was a decent player. Who was it? Jan Mjolby? Jan Mjolby, was it? For the price, Amber Rousse is among the best. Thoughts on Musk Tonkin? I wasn't a fan. Serbia has some amazing athletes. Is Amber Rousse different enough from Ambra Fetiche to be worth the punt? Yes, they're very different. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one here. They could all be top players if they wanted to. Yeah. I own Encens Mythique, it's okay. I also own ambergris tinctures from raw materials, though, says Frank. Yes, Encens Mythique. Encens Mythique is a very ambergris heavy fragrance. very aldehydes and incense and ambergris make for a very salty, sparkly, sparkly thing. I'll batter this one, yeah. Absolutely batter it. It's a fucking fabulous perfume, like, you know? It really is. Gucci is the best designer. Hello, Boris. How are you? Gucci Envy is the best designer ginger. Sandalwoody. Sold my 100ml bottle of it. I've got a couple of 50mls though. I think it's more of a spring and summer. Andre says, I tried Les Abstrait for the first time this week. The samples arrived and they were so good. La Douleur Exquise is my favourite for now. I have all three sat there. Which is this one? Des Ombres. Bellam. Hi. Hi, Paul Buffamo. I tried a sample of Encens Mythique and I think my grandchildren will still be smelling of it. It's fucking nuclear. It is very, very, very strong. I've got a couple of bottles. In fact, I think I've got more than a couple of bottles. Oh, I was responding to Boris that said hi, says Bob Farmer. Is La Douleur Exquise better than Paul, says Dushan? I have said I am not talking about these fragrances. I'm not talking about these fragrances because they were given to me by my friend Eugene. And the only reason I accepted them was because he is one of my bestest friends. And I wouldn't have accepted them if it had been someone else. Ooh. Just cleaning the bottle. There's some heavy goo. Talking about ambergris, I decided to spray some Ambra Supreme on my wrist, says Pat Lester. Phenomenal. It is very good, Ambra Supreme. It's just, I wish they'd paired it with something else other than that Ylang. Was it Ylang? I think it is. What would be the best mall? I think Muscat Azure, Cornel Flower, Iris Poudre, third place is spaced out. Best Frederick Mall. Where is Spy and Mush? I will share what I have on the mail, and it will be my last haul in the near future. Nexon, Lone Star Memories, Bois d'Assis, Valeurs, Iris Sandra, Silver Rood, and probably Amber Pressure. It's a hell of a haul. How are you getting a bottle of Nexon? How have you managed that? It's sold out very quickly in Britain. But I have managed to get myself a few bottles. Very hard to pick favourites, Mal. They're very mood dependent for me, says Mark. Any list will mostly be a reflection of my state of mind. It's kind of how I choose what perfume to wear for the day, you know. Kind of try and pick a theme. Ricardo from Embassy. How is Ricardo? I hope he is well. I haven't spoken to him for a while. A good while. He stopped shipping to the UK, which is understandable because we left the EU, like. Where is the sale on the good, sir? Says Martin Hendricks. To me, I'd say Monsieur Portrait of a Lady in Musc Ravageur. Whoa, I've got a lot of I have got a lot of Malls. I beg your pardon. I've got a lot of Frederick Malls, and I struggle to pick a best one. I would struggle. I heard a rumour that Dries Van Noten is coming back. Oops. How is Nexon? What is it? Haven't had the new tower in a while. I like it. Proddy hates it. I like it. Iris, bergamot, geranium, moss, green soapy thing. I think it's beautiful. Like, I got Nexon from my local shop. He chose to not sell them online, only in the store, says MJ. That's good. What do you think about MJ? Silver Rood, the Armor Wars, that scent is so fucking challenging, I can't be arsed, says Divine. Portrait of a Lady, I Promise are my favourites from Mall. Iris Poudre, I really like Iris Poudre. I hated it the first time I smelled it. I really liked it. Musc Ravageur was such a great and memorable start in my journey, says Spaced Out. Yeah, the ones at the beginning are like that for me as well. Ricardo was great, having new brands and expanding. He's opening a store in Porto, and we'll have a Xerjoff counter at a shopping centre called El Corte Inglés. Music for a while is so fun and interesting. Never get tired of it. I like it too. French Lover, yes. Vetiver Extraordinaire, both Pierre Bourdon's. Dries got better once it got discontinued, says Martin. Yes. Dries sold his freaking company, says Proddy. He did. They all do. JJ and Malago, people who take themselves too seriously, says Boz. Yeah, but I like basic Malago. Joe, my aunt, lives in Andy's neighbourhood. I have a bottle of Le du Desert Malcan with Andy's autograph. Dries Van Noten failed and now is crawling back, says Frank. For me, Nexon is a smooth, natural smelling citrusy green with vetiver. Never tried any Mars. Really want to try geranium pour monsieur, though, says Stuart. I will send you some when our perfume comes. When that guy sends me I've totally forgot what it is. When he sends that perfume, I'll send you some of mine. Just remind us on. If you just remind us, Stuart, I'll send you some geranium pour monsieur, no problem. That's brilliant. Congrats, Duchamp. Add Black Friday 2023 after the link to see the entire Black Friday offer, says Mala. Mala, there is no link in the chat. You can't send links because you don't have a spanner, unfortunately. You will have to describe to us. Bit of a Bourbon is nothing like Fat Electrician. It's more like a simpler countryside front. Frederick Mall French Lower. I definitely get some Fat Electrician from it. That kind of soft, warm vetiver thing. Hello, Jura Rose. How are you? En passant, un fleur de cassis, d'entrebras, all underrated. I underrate them because I don't really like them, if I'm being honest. Everyone is saying hi to Jura. When I go Muscat of Azure, I go on binge mode. It's a mood. I think someone is trying to get me 540 for Christmas. Not sure how to handle this, says Supply and Demand. Shout at them. Stop being friends with them. Just say, look, yeah, it's been nice. Well, fuck off and leave me alone. I thought we were friends. But you tried to buy me shit perfume. And that is a crime. I tell people, don't try and buy his perfume. Just don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Just that is not a place for you to tread. Don't do it. If you try and buy me a bottle of Toy Boy or fucking some kind of fucking top seller like Lamar Elixir, I'll kill you. On Christmas Day as well. Goodness me. It's not ideal. But don't think that I won't. You don't want a piece of that. Very upsetting for you. And me. Especially me. Tell Ricardo I'm happy for him, Zhao, and that it was nice to know him. And I'm glad he's doing well. But don't tell him how I feel about Zerjov, though. I have Ravageur in old bottle, butter, and multiple bottles. Moschino Toy Boy, the bottle makes me laugh. I can't stand it. I have an old bottle, says Frank. Oil. In oil. Butter and multiple bottles. If you've got a vintage one, you will sell that shit for fucking fortunes. The matte cap versions of them Frederick Mars go for fucking batshit money. I saw a half full bottle of maybe Portrait. A half full bottle of Portrait went for and it was a 50 ml, so it was about 25 mils. Went for about 170, 200 quid. It was a lot of money. Top 10 Oakmoss Live would be amazing. Oof. Top 10 Oakmoss. Tell you what, one of my favourite Oakmosses is an award on Monday this week. Oh, this is an absolutely fantastic oak moss. It's what I call a smoke moss. It's a smoky oak moss leather fragrance. It's fucking fabulous. Any news on the Rich Fliss stream? I don't want to keep hassling her, but I'm game as soon as she is, because essentially my plan is for her to come on the stream and do all the talking. You know what I mean? But she has a life, kids and all that sort of thing, and it's coming up to Christmas, so I'd be surprised if it was this side of fucking New Year, to be honest with you. But whenever she's ready, I'm ready all the time. If she would like to come on for a couple hours and just talk about incense, more than happy. The best Black Friday sale would be a decant site. I want to rake up more 10 mils. Says Supply and Demand. Portrait has changed a bit through the years, says Martin Hendricks. Yeah, there's the amount of rose that's in it apparently in the original formulation, in the years succeeding when it came out, apparently it was thick, and apparently now there's a lot more of that ISO-y super in it. They've really, really, really thinned it out. It's still a really good fragrance, but it's fucking thin compared to what it was. It's thin gruel. Oh, this is fucking so good. It's so good. This is the bottle I bought off Chris from Scentland. And it's still, yeah, I've had it for like 5 years. Maybe more. I mean, I've battered it like. I fucking love this shit. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I might try and wear something completely different. Or I might not. I don't know. Oh no. Ooh. Amber fetish. Cardamom. If for a band, high rose. Yes, they did, the bastards. Yes, the rose got less and less. It's still lovely, but it remains. If it's only memories remain, I'd love an old bottle. Yeah, I would as well. Smoke Moss is also in. Bellamy, says Dushan. It is. Rich, try Beach Hut, man. Beach Hut, man. I remember it's Sunshine Man. That's like the creamy, milky one, isn't it? I think it is. Ambre Fetish. I'm going to have to put you back down on the floor, friends. I can't handle this. Sorry. Like the stream if you like the carpet. Or something to that effect. It's like a foreign landscape, isn't it? It's like a Martian landscape if the Martians had like 70s taste. There it is. I have dropped a huge bollock. Oh god, that's so good. That is so painfully good. Oh. There we go. That's better. I could wear Murardont tomorrow. Looks like Little Ducks. It's not Little Ducks though. Excuse me. The carpet. Sunshine Man I go to. Night dollop of Immortel in that one. Yes. Rich hot man, says Dushan. Carpet looks like my rice with cinnamon. Looks like Little Ducks. Sahara off tobacco is great. I had that, but I sold it. I just wasn't wearing it. Which fragrances did you love but now find uncertain or unsure about? There have been a few. I'm just trying to think. I've sold most of them. You know? Oh. Fougere Platine by Tom Ford. Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. L'Homme Ideal by Guerlain. I need to go and dehydrate again, which is a nightmare. I will be back. I will be back. Please hold. Entertain yourselves. I'm back. It's me. Accept no imitations, no clones. Imagine if you tried to clone me. I'd be fucking furious. But yes, I am back. Let's see what's happening. Piss break, everyone, says Kratos. Sunshine is compared to Au Noir, which I have a lot of. Sod buying you a coffee, we all need to chip in for a new carpet for Rich. Justice for Zaharov, says Buzz. Craving a good cacao scent, says Prodi. What about Vanilla Van? Jesus. Sunshine is the one compared to Au Noir cacao? Why not? Apparently they say that enough folks out there dislike tobacco. These people are crazy. I used to love Angel Share when I started my journey. After a few months I sold the bottle. The sweetness became unbearable. Yeah, that's the problem with sweet fragrances. It's fucking horrible. Caramel can be too cloying sweet like scandal EDT. I'll be quick. Rich Hold Mitchenegger. Whoa. I heard the leather tobacco from Zaharov is good. It is good. Not a bad fragrance at all. Okay, I'll wear my rubber shirt tomorrow and probably weak binge it, says Frank. It's like kindergarten, I'll go for number one. When I first got Scandal, I loved it, but as I started wearing it, it just became too strong for me. I'm far from the biggest fan of cacao, but I do enjoy Lance Stone's a really good rendering of cacao, to be fair. Alex Perfume Temple loves it, so it can't be bad, I guess. He's really good, Alex. He hasn't made a video for a while, actually. Bellamy Vetiver I wore last week. I think I'll be giving it a long break. My taste is going away from it. I'd rather prefer Rocker Bar at the minute. I've got a vintage Equipage that I'm trying to sell. Lidge is my new cacao. Supply and demand. How great would it be to see a first impressions of Parfum de Barley out there from Rich? I have thought long and hard about getting a sample set of all of their shit, right? But fuck me, I don't know that I want to put myself through that. It's all filler. I know it would be comedy gold. I might do it for April Fools or something like that, you know what I mean? It's not a bad idea, that, actually. Can somebody find out? I'm not doing this because I am simply lazy, but can somebody find out if or does anybody know if Parfum de Marly do a sample set? Because if not, I'll have to get in touch with Greggy boy. I tried that one on Habdan. Habdan was okay. Parfum de Marly are awful, says Stuart Mabe. Stuart Mabe is a man after my own heart. They are shite. They are truly shite. Do it. Get the sample, says Martin Hendrick. They're all absolute fucking sadists wanting me to hurt myself on the Parfum de Marly. Where is my bottle of Lidge? Where is my bottle of Lidge? That's Mitsuko. That's vintage Mitsuko. That's a Scotta pour on. Where's my bottle of Lidge? The one that Eugene gave us and I broke because I'm an ungrateful bastard. I really need to decant that. I really need to decant and Versailles as well. I don't know where my Lidge has gone. It's somewhere. Somewhere deep. Lidge is my Christmas scent. I got a Parfum de Marly sample set years ago. Lane, welcome. How are you? I hope you are well. I'd really like to try Bellamy Vetiver. Can someone in the States sort out Lane with some Bellamy Vetiver? They do indeed, says Boss. Not even on their list, Proddy. That's how sad it is. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to my nose, but I'm afraid to put my Bellamy or Pure Distance M of the Vetiver version I didn't enjoy last week. Well, you have to follow your nose and don't try and tell it what it likes. Let it tell you what you like. Lipizzana Rich. Try and find that one. Lipizzana. Who makes that? Lipizzana perfume. Lipizzana. Oh my god. It's a fucking Parfum de Marly by Sidonie Lancesser. Lipizzan. Have you ever smelled Clary Sage? Oh, Jesus Christ. Clary Sage, Thyme, I love that. Tarragon, cardamom, yes. Galbanum Vetiver, Virginia Cedar, Oak Moss Leather. Oof, it doesn't sound that bad, actually. It's meant to smell like Aramis and Lauder for Men. You can't get around, can you? Koros as well. Pasha. 1881. My God. Let's see if we can't find this. It smell Ispazon as well. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I mean, it's no wonder they fucking got rid of it. Lipizan, not Lipizzana. Demi will love you for Parfum de Marly Duck. Fucking, I'm not interested if I'm honest. But I do like three of them. Herod, Ouajan, and Habdan. Which one of them's the Ambra Nargile clone? Honestly, Carlisle from Parfum de Marly is not bad in my opinion. Yes, it is too expensive and not worth the price, but the scent is pretty nice. Tell you what, you used to be able to get them. You used to be able to get them, Parfum de Marly, at discounters for about 120 quid, and that's what they're worth. And what happened, I think, is Parfum de Marly got onto the discounters and said, look, yeah, fuck off, selling my shit, undercutting with viciously. You can buy them straight off us and sell them at retail, which is what they do now, right? Or we'll sue you. I think that's what's gone on. Or some sort of deal has been struck. You know? If you're paying more than that for Parfum de Marly, there's seriously, they're not, nah, you just cannot. You can't justify it. The quality isn't there. I don't care what the fucking influencers say. The quality is not there, but at discounters there used to be about right for the price. But perfume prices have been, and this is why clones have exploded. It's one of the reasons clones have exploded. I beg your pardon. Oh. Lane is in Missouri. Anybody feel like sending Lane some perfumes? Fantastic fragrance. I have heard a lot of good about it. Lipizan. What Aramis fragrances do you own, Rich? I've got the original. I've got 900. I've got Devon. And that's it. Should have thrown some civet on top of that. That's essentially what a lot of perfumes do, isn't it? Just make a perfume, then throw some civet on and just go bang. It's classy. Demi crawling, yes. I'd say a castor is number one. What are the worst smelling perfumes you people have smelled? What are the worst? Tobacco Reserve, I have tried it and it's fucking brilliant and I'm kicking myself that I never bought a bottle. It is one of the most realistic tobacco leaf fragrances. It's so naturally, what's that? It's chlorophyll. It's got that chlorophyll tobacco smell. It's really, really good. Aramis Tobacco Reserve is absolutely brilliant. It's so good. Might be able to help you out then, Suze. Have you tried Aramis Tobacco Reserve? Yeah, you got a bottle, have you? They were going for like 25, 30, 40 quid. Cheap as chips. You know what I mean? So how it? Sheep Napolitano, Diaghilev, which one do you prefer? Diaghilev's really fucking good. Let's not, I mean, we'll give Roger a hard time because of the crap he comes out with. And he's marketing shit and all of that sort of thing. Diaghilev's absolutely fucking glorious. It's a brilliant fragrance. It really is. You know, is it worth £800? No. It's just not. But it's a lot better than what a lot of other houses are putting out. I mean, most other houses. It's a fabulous scent. Eugene sent us it, and he was like thinking I was going to say that it was shit because I don't agree with Roger Dove on principle, but fucking hell. What a fragrance. Aramis Tobacco Reserve is absolutely brilliant. It really is very, very, very good. Can't imagine a designer putting civet or castoreum in the notes anymore. Yeah, they're definitely out of fashion. I have a bottle. It's basically what I was just saying. Gio Sauvage is the worst. It's awful. Demi looks pretty tired recently. I mean, I didn't really want to comment on her appearance, because It's the things she says that I'm not a big fan of, not the way she looks. Secretions made me want to vomit, says Supply and Demand. Yeah, that's a lot of people's reactions. Worst Arabian tonka, says Martin. Amen, let's all unite in our hatred of Savage. I do have one you could have. That is very kind. Give us an email. You've got my email address. Send us your email. Like, I might have some stuff you might be interested in. Or I could send you some decants or something to help keep you going until this bottle arrives. Fragmental almost put me on to an event this clone can't lie. He can really sell a fragrance. He's an actor. But you have to remember as well as that he's selling things. I think a lot of what because he's made, like, he's got a business, hasn't he, selling fragrances. So he's doing well for himself, do you know what I mean? It's not I'm firmly in the opposite kind, like I'm a hobbyist, you know. I'm not asked. I don't want to go to, like, I'm not saying he does, but I'm like generalizing now. Like, I don't want to go to Dubai. I don't want to go to fucking influencer get-togethers where we talk about growing channels and networking. I mean, I'm all for networking and getting in touch with people and helping people out and people helping me out and stuff, but not to the greater detriment of the community, which is what I think we're living. We are being farmed as hobbyists. I mean, hobbies are a big business now, you know. But as, like, I don't like the idea. I feel like I'm being patronized. I feel that way about marketing and advertising now. I feel that way about marketing and advertising about almost everything. It's just that I'm particularly upset about it being in my happy place, which is perfume. You know, that's the context behind my rampant dislike of the situation we find ourselves in. Oh my God. We're smelling perfumes. Invictus, any Boss fragrance besides Boss number 1, any Ferragamo, a lot of Dolce & Gabbana, Kenzo, things like that. Yeah, pretty much. Boss number 1's really good. I've got, like, vintage. I've got plenty vintages of that. I need to wear it more often, actually. I can't decide whether it's an autumn and winter fragrance or a fucking spring and summer fragrance. But next Friday, I'm going to do a live stream through the day where I swivel my collection around. You can see these bottles here. I'm going to be moving most of them to the back and bringing forth stuff at the back because they are my darker, wintry stuff, you know. Tobacco Reserve was available for like a week. Yes, that's right. It was available for about a week. I will drop you a mail tomorrow. Thank you, Stuart. The Mandela one is also worth a mention for the worst. Yes, most Amouage are the worst I've ever smelled, says Supply and Demand. Duchamp, do you not like Demi Diaghilev is my favourite fragrance of all time so far, says Andre. You could do a lot with it. I'll tell you, it is top perfume. It is top perfume. It just is. There's no point in bastardising myself and saying it's not. The problem is it's not original. He took the Girl On cookbook, you know. He just makes vintage Girl-Ons. Here's the short summary I wrote on Hamdani. Wildly off-putting. Some combination of smoked fish, motor oil and leather. Tad medicinal too. Do you know what it is? Without the fish, I'd be alright with that. Elaine, she sold her soul and she is not pretty for my taste, says Duchamp. Not really interested in talking about her looks. What's the thing she says that offend me? I'd hate for people to sit around and talk about the way I look. Jesus Christ. Oh! somebody was just mentioning there about, I think it was Divine talking about smoked fish, motor oil and leather. I cannot wait to whip this out. And I start wearing this when it gets truly cold, offensively cold. You know what I mean? Oh yes, what a designer fragrance this is. Alberto Marias, we hardly knew ye. It is upsetting when you realise that. When you realise that Gucci Guilty Absolute is an Alberto Marias, and then you also realise that Date for Men is a fucking Alberto Marias, and fucking all the crap that he's made over the years, and then he's still capable of putting shit like this out. It's outrageous. Petit Matin by MFK. It has ambroxan. It's really nice. I really enjoy that from MFK, says Lynn. Those Dubai guys are working her garden, says Frank. I don't understand how people can smell ambroxan fragrances all day. The stuff shut off my nose like nothing else. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not for me. And you must be rich, Andre, to afford it. Demi struck gold, but she's had a problem, so I can't hate on her. I need to get there, boss. She's done well for herself. That's what she wanted. The thing is, I remember when Eugene made his video about perfume, the perfume reviewers I can't stand, and she was number 10. And I remember thinking at the time, because it was much, much, much earlier in our journey, like, I remember thinking, do you know what it is? What she's doing I don't like, but there's a really good perfume reviewer in there. She's got a good nose. She knows what she's talking about. Like, but she took the blue pill. I hate that fucking reference from the thing, because everybody on fucking YouTube's like, oh, blue pill, red pill, blah, blah. No, she decided to go for the money, and lots of people do. Most people do. I just think that Demi could have been a fucking brilliant perfume reviewer, you know, but vanilla. She was always going to say vanilla, you know what I mean? I remember when she really liked, because the first notoriety she got was when she said that she really liked the Goldfield and Banks fragrance, Pacific Rock Moss. Remember when Pacific Rock Moss was being hyped? That was Demi. And loads of people hated on her. Loads of people hated on her, and I was like, well, fucking hell. I smelled it and thought it was shy. I must admit, I thought it was fucking shy. Demi Kickstarter, Gris Charnel. That's a bad brand. They're just a bad fucking brand. Just a bad brand. BDK. Anuj will go to Dubai in 2024. Oh, that'd be cool. I thought maybe some kind of fragrance exhibition, says Boss. I ordered some stuff from Anuj. I can't wait to get. Yes, let us know. Make a video. Found a sample of Haltane. Any good? Pass. You tell me. You smell it and tell me. What do you think of it? Is it any good? The magnate of vintage fragrances certainly is. Only a week, not really a reserve, is it? Kook Book. Anuj, he seems so nice and a real stand-up guy. He is. He's a really top bloke, like. Is there any fresh ambroxan fragrance you like, Rich? Imagination from LV is pretty nice. Not really, if I'm being honest. I've had a bit think there. Not that I can think of, if I'm being honest. Not like there's nothing that stands out as like a great ambroxan fragrance for me. Do you know what it is? It's not the use of it. It's the fucking overuse of it. Right? A little bit of ambroxan goes a long way. Like, you don't need to build an entire fragrance around it. You don't need to use it all the time in everything in massive amounts. You know what I mean? That's what I resent about it. That's what I resent about most things. A little bit in moderation is fine with almost everything. Apart from Zerjov. Fuck them. Guilty is dry. Guilty is dry. Gucci Guilty Absolute and Intense Oud are the best Gucci fragrances since Gucci Pour Homme 2. Intense Oud, I had that and I sold it too. But it was just because I wasn't wearing it. That was a lot of Gucci in one fragrance. In one sentence, sorry. Have you tried No Limits by Philip Plain? Similar to Gucci Guilty Absolute, just a bit more wearable. No, but I remember the fucking advert. Dear me. The advert was... I remember Ashton talking about the advert and it was just like, what? I thought Demi's taste was similar to mine earlier, now not sure. Well, the thing is, the thing Demi says in her videos, it's not necessarily her taste. She's an advertiser. Like, from what I pick up from what she says, she advertises for brands. That's what, like, Curly Fragrance does. That's what all these big channels do. They advertise now. They don't talk about what they love. You know? They don't waste their time talking about the things they love, because they could be putting that into making more money. That's the decision they've made. You know? It is what it is. More Rich Mitch YouTuber impression, says Carl. Oh no. Being number 10 on that list was pretty good. Guys, how Sergi Tom le participe passe? I'd stay as far away from that as you possibly can, personally, because I think that smells like cheap Chinese curry. Chinese takeaways. You know how they do like a curry, like they'll do a curry sauce. That's what le participe passe smells like. It's fucking rotten. Oh my god. God of Fire was such a letdown, says Scented Moments. Altena sweet and mildly shittier taste. Food for greatness. It smells a tad dirtier. I thought Gris Chanel smelled too medicinal. I just think that they're all shit. They're so boring and they're so expensive. It's like shit perfume is everywhere and always has been. There's been a lot of shit perfume over the years, decades. A lot of vintage perfume shit, 99% of perfumes have been discontinued and got rid of, mainly because no one bought them, because they were shit, right? But what's really bad now is that shit perfumes, people are charging vast amounts of money for them. People charge vast amounts of money for shit perfume now. Brands have made like a thing of it. Look like fucking Parfum de Marly. Like, I'll talk to people about Parfum de Marly on like YouTube or on the internet, right? Like, not on my channel, say if like somebody else is in like thing. The dissonance, the fucking sheer fucking like you can see them take a double take in that comment, in through the text of that comment. They're like, it's like, say, Parfum de Marly are shit. I'll say that because that's what I do. And because I think they're shit. And people are like, what? And it's like, they're shit. I think they're shit. And they're like, how? What? I've never heard anybody say that before, ever. People are like, do you know what I mean? People can't believe it. And it's because there's been a message has been like shot at them by all these different like influencers, and all the people in the comments are like, yeah, these are so good. It's hysteria. It's a type of hysteria, and that's what they're doing. That's what it is. They're whipping up people into a fucking frenzy. Go and buy now. Go. And it's bollocks. They talk bollocks. They're saying it because they're being paid to say it, and everybody else goes along with them. Hot take, I will defend Jan Sense in his direction. He's unlike Redolescence, etc. in selling out. No, I would agree with you. I have a lot of time for Jan Sense. The clone videos, I just can't fucking... I rarely watch any of his videos anymore, but I do think that deep down, he is still one of us. He is still like a... That sounds quite patronising, actually, when I've said that. It's not what I mean. He is not lost his soul. I just think that I don't like the direction his channel's gone in, because that's not the type of video fragrances that I like. But I like when he fucking loses his fucking... I like when he gets to the point where he's like, I'm sick of this bullshit and I'm going to say... I mean, like Haltan, try Haltan, dirty is good. Oud for sweetness. New Gucci Guilty Elixir was on my skin for 2 days after I tested it. What a bad decision, tried to wash it off, but it didn't work. That damn Ambro fix is awful, yes. I enjoy watching Demi Rollin, but sometimes her recommendations are pretty hard for me to enjoy. Maybe if you live in Dubai, you can wear Oud for greatness, but not in the Midwest. It's just too different. Yeah. Oh, the advert is tragic. The fragrance is actually quite good. Alberto Marias again. Oh, I felt God is a OFG is a good afternoon style fragrance. 1 for $20 is good enough. Andrea loves being in the spotlight, and that gets on my nerves. I'm like, what? Who do you think you are? It's the psychology of the masses. Plus, she bragged how she created that of the Immortals fragrance for Zahara, when everyone knows none of them really had a hand in the actual creating process. They just said what they wanted. That's kind of how it works, is it not? Hot take, Tuxedo is finally losing hype. Great, I want it all to myself, says Frank. Fragrance Wars, Attack of the Clones. Ashton got freebies too. He just takes different freebies. He's not part of the hysteria side of it. You think he gets clones, but I think he found that clones were what got the views, you know what I mean? I'm an early Tuxedo adopter, says Frank. Tuxedo is a special scent. It's nice. I enjoy it better than Mustache by Rocha. One of the issues is people directly relating strength to quality. Spot on. Absolutely true. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Yes, that's my biggest problem with perfume brands nowadays. Pricing nice fragrances is the best thing ever made. It seems that the €200 mark is the new 100 to 150. Yep. It's fucking mental. Jen Sense makes deals with stores. Most brands blacklist him for being honest. Yes, nobody likes an honest salesman. Well, some don't have the income to drop serious coin on a luxury bottle, so clones are the way to go. Well, that's it, you see. That's it. Fragrances have become so out of reach. This is why I don't go in on clones anymore. Certainly not on the people who buy them, because the money that these houses are asking for now, and they've sewn up the fucking discounter market, so you can't, there's no market to speak of now. You have to pay what they sell you. And it's not fair, you know? It's absolute bullshit, really, if I'm being honest. We have lost our ability to go elsewhere. It's the consumer that is being forced to pay. The money flows upwards, not downwards, friends. Money flows upwards, not downwards, which is backwards. It shouldn't be that way. Money should flow downwards. It should be a perpetual cycle, and it should be spread a lot thinner. Just these fucking companies accruing vast quantities of fucking wealth, and it not being reinvested, and it being taken offshore where people don't pay their fucking taxes, where people don't invest. They just sit on fat fucking amounts of fucking like capital, and do fuck all, and basically just sit there and hold it. It needs to be released, but nobody wants to. What are people saying? It is about time that I fucked off. Of course, everything sells like it's Chanel. Gent Sense just has a goofy style the way he talks and tries to be funny, not fun. I don't support to buy clones, but honestly, some of them are on point and so cheap it makes you think about buying it, says Andre. Gent Sense does play at the algorithm, but I do think he has a good nose. Yeah. I've had many hobbies and clones never do it for me, regardless of how I was doing it financially, like Mitch. I'm a hobbyist. Yeah, I'm a hobbyist. Just do it for fun. That's the difference between us and them. We do it for fun, they do it for money. I don't see much content from Gent Sense nowadays, but he is like one of the few big fragrance reviewers that I like and respect. Him and Sebastian. Yes, absolutely. Like, I can still take them seriously. I can't take the other ones seriously. Lalique Encre Noir, great fragrance for a great price, better than many stuff out there. Absolutely. I might get Ashton's 2 new fragrances. They are really cheap. So he knows his market as well. The Encre Noir line is so good and so cheap. Lalique are so legit and good. Ashton has 2 new fragrances? Oh boy, says Buzz. Has anyone here tried the new Encre Noir Indigo? I haven't, but I've heard that it's meant to be like quite decent. People are waiting for it to reach discounters. You know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I can't stand 99% of Fragcom. Jen Sense gets a pass. He's grandfathered in. Dracar Noir, yes. Hello, Devon. How are you, sir? I'm just about to leave. I'm certainly thinking about leaving. I do it to smell good and just buy the best of what I love. Yeah. Everybody's got their own kind of criteria for what they want and what they want to do. You know what I mean? You have to get out of it what you want. I just feel that like a lot of people are just caught up in the rapture of certain things. It's a very strange little space that we occupy. No worries, just finished work. Fighting the good fight. Good man. Okay then. Thank you very much, everybody. I am going to go. I'm taking poison tonight, so wish me well. I will try and do a video tomorrow of the Neela Vermeers. But it's time for me to go. I will see you all again soon, friends. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for liking, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.